Hello. So I have been asked how we can add photos to letters within Canva in a similar way to how I did in Affinity last week. So I'm within Canva now, and I've just set up an A4 landscape document just so the letters fit quite nicely within it. But you can do any size, any shape document that works for you, whether that's an Instagram post or an A4 document or anything else. So to start with, I am going to add my letters to the page. So these are within Elements. And if you scroll down, we have frames and we have grids. So we're going to look in the frames. And so you've got your basic shape, film and photo, etc. So you can use any of these. But if you scroll down, you have letters and numbers. They show what's trending, etc. So if I just click on letters, so here we are. So we've got a few different fonts to choose from and a few different styles to choose from. But what I found, if I scroll to the top, so I'm going to come out of there. So if I just search letter A, it shows up a lot more fonts if you search for the letters specifically that you are after. And they will all come up there. So I'm going to go back again. So let's scroll back down. So I want these frames, see all. I want letters, so I'm going to see all. And let's add, so let's spell out dad. So I'm going to add the D, so I'm just clicking it, add the A, and another D. So it's added them all on top of each other, so you can just click them and drag them apart to separate them. They will all be the same size, and you can see the lines there to be able to line them all up level with each other. The other thing you can do is select one letter, hold down Shift on a Windows computer and select the next, keep holding down Shift and select the next. If you then come up to Position and Arrange, you can see your layers there in the Layers panel, but on Arrange you can align them all in the middle if they are not already, but you can space them as well. So I will want to space them horizontally. You can also select Tidy Up, so that will just tidy them up both vertically and horizontally in the best way that Canva can. So let's just click horizontally, and that has spaced them out nicely. They're all still selected, so I can just drag a corner and move them around a bit. And there we are, I've got the guides to show me that that's in the middle of my page. So if I click off of that, I am now ready to add my photographs into each of these letters. So I'm going to come down to Uploads. So if you wanted to, in Elements, they have got different pictures and different patterns that you can use within Canva itself. But I'm going to upload some photos that I've taken myself, so my personal photos. So Uploads, Upload Files. And let's scroll to some photos. So I'm just going to add a couple. Here we are, let's add those ones. Okay, so they are all loading within here. So you can see these ones are just taking a little bit longer. But I can start, so if I just click on my photo, drag it onto my page, and you'll see it takes the shape of the letter or whichever other frame you have selected. If I double click on the letter, that opens up my photograph, so I can make it bigger or smaller to fit the space. I can also use the effects and to adjust it and smart crop, etc., or to rotate it. So let's try that. Let's just click done. Okay, so let's go with that one for now. So now if we do the A, so I could just click on my photograph, it adds it to my page. and then as I move it over my letter, it will just slot in. So again, I'm going to double click on it to resize it a little bit, and I can just click off of it, and that has added it to my letter. And now let's go for another one. Let's try this one. So I've selected it, I'm going to move it into my letter, double click it, resize it as necessary. Move it down a bit if I want to, or up a bit, and click off of it. And there you are. We have a word with with pictures inside the letters. I can add borders to my letters if I wish, so I can come up to border style here. So if I want it for all of my letters, I can select them all as I did earlier. So just select, shift, select the next one and the next one. Okay, and I'm going to come up to border style. And so if I want a solid line, it's this one. I can adjust the weight depending if I want a heavier line or a lighter line. I can round the corners a bit more should I wish. So you can see how that's taking off the edges here and on the edges of the D's. Okay, so you can play around to make it your own. You can also change the colour of your border here. And what is quite nice with Canva is, so you can choose your colour here, but equally it pulls out some of the colours that it's detected in your photos. So you can have consistency between your photo and your line colour, should you wish to. So that is a nice little feature of Canva. So have a play around, make it your own. The bit that is harder with Canva is to add collages of photos. I've tried playing around. There aren't any grids that I've found so far with letters, but you might be able to get away with it by making a bit of a collage before and then uploading that into Canva and playing around, but it's definitely going to be more complicated than it is in Affinity Designer. But if anyone does find a better way of doing that, do let me know. So I hope it's been helpful. Do hit subscribe to my channel so you can get future updates when I upload other videos, and give us a like as well. Sorry, hide that. And when you're ready to print it, if you just head up to share, and you can download. So you can download it as a PNG or a JPEG, or if you're going to be printing it, you can do a PDF print and you'll be able to print it from there. So enjoy having a play, and do let me know what you create. Thanks.